What's going on, guys? I haven't done a video maybe like a week, so I've been wanting to do one since last Friday, but I'm just hanging out in my truck, and check it out. I don't know if this is weird, but I love my truck, man. I really do. I love my truck. And I just came back from my house because it's about, I don't know what time it is. It's about 7, probably more like 7:30. I'm going to go to bed at like 8:39. I was at my house. I got done today. I left the truck, went home for like 5 or 6 hours. Then I came back here to sleep because I got to get up at like 3 in the morning. I don't know, man. I just like sleeping on the truck and getting up and being here and boom, going, If I woke up at home, or if I sleep at home, I gotta wake up. Basically, I gotta wake up at like 2 in the morning and then get up and go, and I gotta drive 45 minutes here. And it's like I'm driving before, you know what I mean? So I just I don't know, and I sleep good on the truck, man. The engine's running right now. I have the air on. The wife isn't like kick you. Actually, my wife, we got a king-size bed. She sleeps on one side, I sleep on the other. You'll see if you guys ain't married. Some of you guys married guys, after a while, you don't want to touch each other. You're just like, you stay over here, I'll stay over there. I just want to sleep. When we get it on, we'll get it on, and then go back to your side. You know what I mean? I love my truck, man. Sometimes I used to see guys at like truck stops, and they would like stay in their truck at lunch, and I'd be like, why are they staying in their truck? And I get it, man. It becomes like home to you. It's like my second home. It's like I feel comfortable here, I know where all my stuff is. Yeah, there's my, I guess you guys can see my bed from back there. It's where all the magic happens. Then I keep my top bunk down because I keep my clothes and stuff up there. But yeah, I love my truck. Let me get to it. Let me get to what was on my mind. It's kind of drifted, but my title is Everybody's Got a Sob Story, man. Everybody's got a sob story. And what happened was on Friday. A lot of you guys know, I'll explain it. I do a Lowe's account, okay? All my loads are live loads, all right? So if you're doing drop and hook, you might not run into this. But, if you're doing a lot of live loads, you might know what I'm talking about. And all mine are lows, and I run into a lot of day cab guys. Most of the other guys that are coming in there are in day cabs. A couple sleepers here and there. But, I do appliances, and the other guys, the day cab guys, they know the appliance guys. Here's my problem with my live load, is they have up to 2 hours to unload me, okay? They have a 53-foot truck of appliances that they have to do by cart, so they get people out there. Now, usually I get done in about an hour, but they have up to 2 hours, and then they have to start paying detention pay. So when I pull in the door, and I actually have appointments. They have to get me in the door at appointments. So they have 2 hours. They usually take about an hour. But all these day cab guys, they know the Schneider trucks, and they know that there's appliances on there, and they know that it's going to take a bit, It's not like you pull in, boom, 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 you're out. It takes a little bit. So anyway, Friday, I pull up to my spot. Or I pull up to Lowe's. I pull in about 6:30. I like to get there about a half hour early, 45 minutes or a half hour early. Just make sure I'm there in case any traffic happens. And I'm there at 6:30, and sure enough, a day cab pulls up. He pulls in about 5 to 7, and I see him. He pulls up right in front of the door, and he gets out of his truck. Now, even though I'm there at 6:30, they don't really open and take me until 7. So I kind of know some places will, some places won't. Well, anyway, he jumps out of his cab, and I'm like, yo, I'm jumping out of my cab, too, because he's going to try and get... That's another thing. Lowe's usually only has one dock. Some of them have 2. Actually, they all have 3, but they usually only use 1. One always has a trailer in it that they're loading. And so as soon as we get in there, this guy starts with a sob story, you know. And basically what he wants to do is he wants to get in that door before I do. Now, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys, any veterans, maybe I'm a dick for this. I don't know, but I don't think. I was saying on my last video, you know, all I want to be is a good guy in this world, and I really do. But that doesn't mean I'm a doormat either. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I'm a pushover either. You know, I still know, you know, I'll stand my ground when I have to. But, so we get in there, and the guy starts with first off, he's like, oh, you Schneider with appliances? I go, yeah. He's like, oh, I got 60 doors, and they're all on pallets, and really they should only take like 15 minutes. Now, 60 doors on pallets, and you don't know what Lowe's has to do back there to make room for 60 doors. So he says 15 minutes. Who knows? So anyway, he's starting to build his case. He's starting to sell me on he wants to get in front of me. So he's like, man, it should only take like 15 minutes. Now, he doesn't ask if he can get ahead of me. Then he starts with more of a sob story. Man, this is supposed to be my short day, and this isn't even really my regular stop. And this isn't my regular stop. And I got like 6 more stops after this. And I'm just sitting there kind of listening. I'm like, yeah, and I'm not playing with him. I'm just like, you know, hearing him. I'm letting him vent. I'm like, yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah. You know, but I know what he's doing. He's trying to when the time comes, to see if he can get it in front of me. And really, it's not my decision. Like, if Lowe's came up and they said, hey, we're going to get these doors out first, but see, with Schneider, they have to get us in. Well, otherwise, we call corporate. Like, I call my boss, they call their boss, and it's a big shit show. It's a big thing, you know, that it's above my pay grade. All I know is they got to get me in, they got to get me out. If not, there's hell to pay. So anyways, he's doing that. And like I said, if we were both there and she's like, hey, we're putting him in first, you know, hey, it's their freaking chicken, they're fucking it, so do it however you want. Sorry, I didn't mean the whole analogy there, but so he's starting on that case. No, I got this time too, and you know, in my head, and finally, this is where I kind of shot back at him, and he said, you know, these companies, they don't understand. I have a day cab, you have a sleeper. Like, you can spend the night out. I have to be home. I can't, or I have to be back. I can't sleep in my day cab. And that's when I finally shot back. I was like, hey, bud, man, just because I have a sleeper doesn't mean I want to spend the night in it. You know, I wouldn't mind getting home too. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. I said, you know, it's been nice. You're in a day cab. That means you've been home. I'm in a sleeper. I don't get home every night. Sometimes I am in there. I said, now I got the weekend off. I want to get home as soon as possible too. And then he kind of lightened up and he realized, like, you know, then he started asking questions about me. Oh, yeah, well, where you live? Where you from? Where you coming from, you know? Which isn't bad, you know, but at that point I'm like, you know, is this guy buttering me up, you know, to get in front of me? There's nothing more than I hate worse. I had a guy do it the other day. He came up and asked me for money. But before, he was asking me, like, acting like he was interested in like, hey, man, how you doing? Did you have a rough day? I was doing my lemonade. Oh, did you have a busy day? Oh, you had a rough day? Right? And, hey, you got a couple bucks I can borrow? Yo, just ask me for the money up front. Don't try and butter me up like you ain't got a shot now. I hate that shit. So anyway, so I didn't know if this guy was buttering me up or not, so... You know, to you new guys or whatever, I don't think I did anything wrong. You know, everybody's trying to get ahead. I want to get home too. You know, I'm not going to let these guys go right in front of me, especially if I'm there before them. I got to get in the door. You know, if she came out, and I ended up getting in front of them. I ended up, she looked right at me and she said, okay, when they're out, go ahead in. Then she took his paperwork. So... you know, if he thinks I was going to be like, oh no, let him go first. Let him back up and so he can get underway and, you know, that way he can get home to his family a half hour faster than I can get home to my family. Because he's more important, his family's more important, even though he's been home every day. And so, you know, my thing is, if you feel like being a nice guy and letting them in, I don't see it, you know. You know, I'm there first. They got to get me in. They got rules. I'm going in. I'm getting my shit done, and I'm going. And I'm going on to my next thing, you know. So I'll probably never see that guy again. And even if I do, hey, sorry, dude. You know, what are you gonna do for me? You know what I mean? I need to go home too. So, you know, watch it out there, you guys. You know, a lot of these manipulation, man. You know, he was trying some of his manipulation skills, and they weren't very good for me. You know, I've gotten manipulated before, and they were a lot better than what he was. He didn't do a good job at all. I'll say, yo, man, this shit ain't working, man. I'm getting my stuff. I'm getting in there. I'm getting out. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that. Like I said, I haven't done a video in a while, so yeah, that's it. You know, I've probably been long enough. I put a new angle. Oh yeah, 11 minutes. I did a new angle on my phone up on my visor. Seems like it's working out pretty good because the truck's running. Sometimes it bounces. So anyway, you guys stay safe, be cool. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead, bring them on, man. Come on. Come on. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Thanks, and talk to you later.